Hi guys, so today I'm going to fit a Ramair induction kit to my Mini Cooper S, the R53. So this is how it's looking at the moment with the restrictive airbox in place. The kit itself, I've managed to, that came very quickly from Ramair direct. It looks very impressive and very sturdy and well made. What I thought as well was I get a throttle body silicone hose as well, just to tie in with the whole engine bay, just to smarten it up a little bit as well. So I think the first thing to do, I'm just going to remove the intercooler protection plate along the top here. I think it would just make life a little bit easier to get to some of the parts around about this area here. So without further ado, I will start taking that off. So that's the intercooler plate removed, and should look a little bit something like this, but as you can see, it's giving me some good room here where I can fit my hands in and do what I need to do there. It's looking a bit grubby, but an intercooler upgrade is on the books, but for now we'll just keep the old standard one. I will give it a bit of a clean before I reassemble everything. Okay, the first thing that needs to be done is to remove the clips from the ECU. It's on this cover here. It's just a case of there's some simple clips here that just unlock, and off it comes to reveal the ECU itself. Okay, and what we need to do is just remove this clip here and this clip here, and the whole ECU should just pop out. Okay, I will mention at this stage that I have disconnected the battery located in the boot. You don't need to undo the earth, just literally just take the live off, and that's just for safety reasons. So let me unclip these and we'll continue. Okay, so what we have here is a little clip, if you can see that, but literally just put that back and it should come off. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so no, I'll try it again. Hold on. So what we have here, if anyone's struggling with this, there's a little clip here that you've got to pull all the way back, like really right out, spring loaded, and it just simply unclips. Okay, here's a closer look at that. Same with the rear one as well. That should just, yep, that should just come undone like that. So that's that, and get those out of the way. Okay, now the next thing to do here is just to remove the battery terminal, which is attached to the airbox, and literally just pull it up, and that's it. So that kind of frees itself from the old box. The next thing we're going to do now, just coming over to the side, is to undo this bolt here, if you can see that. Okay, looks like a 13mm. You take that out and keep the bolt, because there's another bracket that Ramair supply to put it on there to hold things in place, and it's to hold the air tube that goes into the new box. So that's the that little bolt out holding that bracket in place. And just to correct myself, that was a 10mm, okay, not a 13mm as I previously stated. That's a 10mm, so that's out. The next thing that needs to happen is to undo this. So this is the the pipe that comes from the throttle body going directly into the airbox. So we just need to open this bit up here, okay, and that should slide off quite easily. Ramair do supply another Jubilee clip for this part here, so don't worry if you damage this and get it bent and looking all out of shape. Okay, so let me do that. So here we are. So all I've did is I slid a flat blade screwdriver on there, lifted it up, and it just comes apart. Okay, and that just quite simply comes off from there. Okay, so that's that part done. Now the next part of this install is to remove the airbox cover. Okay, now this is done by 2 torque screws. So we've got one here and another one here. So let me undo those and I'll get the box off. Right, so those are the torque screws removed from there, and we should be able to simply lift that up now and get that out of the way, and that should come out. This is where you need 2 hands really, I think. So just going to put this down and give it a yank to pull it out. Hold on. Okay, so that a little bit of a struggle, but it's come off. And the reason it was a struggle was these 2 clips here. So there's 2 hooks on the other side of this that it clips onto. So what you want to do is push it in that direction, so down clip, and then just simply lift it up from the front and remove the old air filter. That's not looking too bad actually, not too shabby. That's we won't be using that anymore. Right, so it should be looking a bit like this now if you follow the instructions. Now the next part is to remove the cold air induction pipe, so where it's getting its feed from the front of the car, and it's simply a case of undoing this Jubilee clip here, and it should just pull off, because as you can see it goes directly into the airbox. So let me just undo that and remove it. So what I've done here is once you've undone the Jubilee clip, which is this one here, it will free this part of it. Okay, and it's just a case of just pulling it off. What I've done is just taken the whole assembly apart, and then the complete airbox mounting just simply slides out. Okay, it simply slides out. Now what you need to do here is you need to keep this rubber here, so that just simply unscrews and comes out. I'll give that a bit of a clean, and the other thing you want to do is the ECU. Right, so the ECU should simply slide out. Obviously I need 2 hands for that, so I will pull that out. That will attach itself to the new Ramair bracket in here. Okay, so it will attach to the side of this box, and I'll show you how that's done. The other thing you need to take note is you will need these 2 feet here. Okay, they simply just unscrew, yeah, and come out, and you will need to attach these to your new box. Okay, so I will pull those out in a sec, because again I think I'll need two hands, and I'll show you how that comes out and slots into the new box. Right, so these are the 2 rubber feet that you need, and so they simply just pull off these 2 lugs here that are located at the the rear of the old airbox. So keep those. Right, to pull out the ECU, basically what we have here are, there's two clips on either side. I don't know if you can see that. A bit difficult to get in there, but literally you just pull them up. There's one on this side as well. Pull them up, spring loaded, and it should quite easily slide out. So give me a moment, because I think I'm going to need two hands again, and I'll just pull that out and show you what that looks like. Right, so this is the ECU made by Siemens video. So as you can see, the clips actually locate into these lugs on either side. That's what it's like on the inside. So these are spring loaded. I just used some long nose pliers to pull that out. Okay, bit of a struggle, but it does come out. What I will say, do be careful when you handle the ECU. It's quite a delicate bit of kit. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there for a sec. Right, the next part of this is to install the rubber feet in the Ramair heat shield box. Okay, so we've got the two feet here, along with two little short grub screws and washers, and you also get this little bracket to secure it in place. So what you need to do is grab your little feet, put one there, and the other one locates like so, and then we just get the bracket, which simply sits like so. So I'm just going to put the screws in, and then I will show you what that looks like. The other thing as well, what you need to do is put the little rubber grommet will fit sort of in here in this hole, but obviously on the other side like so. I will put that in. Again, need two hands, so let me do that and I'll show you the finished article. Right, so as you can see, that's gone on very nicely. You just put in on the first slot on that fits in nice, and the bracket is nice and secure now. So that's what that should look like once it's finished. Okay, now the next part of this little project is to mount the ECU within the heat shield. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what it should look like, there's a bracket that is supplied. Okay, this will go in like so, yeah, and the ECU should slide in like so. Okay, so I'll get it all assembled and I'll show you what that looks like. Right, okay, so now this is what that should end up looking like. So you've got the two torque screws here, and the plate simply drops in place like so, and then that is secured from the outside. Okay, not the inside, from the outside. Okay, so those two bolts just secure into there. Okay, now the next thing to do is we've got a bracket that needs to go in as well, and I believe that fits in like so here. Okay, so there's one bracket there, and there's also another bracket, this little one here, that fits in here like so, and that's just to hold the filter in place. Okay, so I'll get those secured and I'll show you what that ends up looking like. Okay, so the brackets, both brackets are installed. That's what that looks like. And the air filter bracket goes in like so. That may need adjusting, I'm not sure yet. Won't know until we put the filter in. So right, so I've removed the old intake pipe from the throttle body. It's pretty straightforward. There's a Jubilee clip on the bottom, and one there as well, and that's it really. It's a bit of a tight fit, yeah. Got the old one here, yeah. So that's what that looks like. This one's in not bad condition actually, no splits or anything like that. But for aesthetics, I say we go with this blue silicone intake. Alright, so next thing to do is actually install the assembly back into the vehicle. Okay, so where it should be sitting. So it should slide in like so. So let me do that, as I need two hands, and we'll reconvene once I've done that. Right, so kind of got this in place. The important part really is to get these grommets sitting in correctly. Once it's in, it's pretty sturdy. Hook the battery connector back on. It's a little bit loose. I'm not sure why it's like that, but I think we can probably zip tie that on there anyway, if anything, yeah, or just put some packing in there. So now I just need to get it all bolted back together and put the filter in, the foam filter, and we'll see what that looks like. So what I'm doing here now is the bolt I took off the bracket earlier on. I'm just tightening it up to secure the box completely. So I'll just bolt that down as tight as that will go, and then it should be nice and secure. Right, so I had a bit of an issue with the silicone pipe, the intake pipe. It was a little bit short, so I'm not sure if I've got the correct pipe, but it's listed correctly by the manufacturer as the correct pipe, but I wasn't happy with it, so I've removed it, and I've put the old intake pipe back on. The filter's there as well, so just need to get all this connected with the correct Jubilee clip, and then I just need to run the cold air intake pipe back into the front here again. So let's do that. Alright, so I've secured the foam filter now, so very tight, yeah, and that's what that bracket's for. It's just to hold it all in place, and as you can see, it's quite very sturdy. Okay, so I'm just going to put this cold air intake back again. The tubing supplied is pretty long, okay, so you will need to trim that to size. Okay, so let me do that, and once installed I'll let you see what it looks like. Right, so I think that looks like the completed item. So I've cut the cold air intake to size, and using new Jubilee clips, I've just put that into place now. So all that remains is take it out on the road and see what it sounds like. Thanks for watching.